Um, but I also would like to be fair. Like United Fruit has done some bad shit, but like they were not really the only horrible actor in this realm. And speaking in terms of coups, so there's this guy whose name is Sam Zamuri, and he was the owner and the CEO of another fruit company called Cuyamel Fruit Company. They were also similarly started in Honduras. And so he was known as Sam the Banana Man. But this guy, this dude personally sailed on a boat with a bunch of mercenaries in 1911 and conducted a successful coup d'état to depose the sitting president and install a puppet who was favorable to their interests.
In
Like
Honduras?
in Honduras. So he was actually not just sort of like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we had a coup? He was like, I'm gonna go coup some shit right now. Got on a boat with a bunch of mercenaries, and the cause for the coup, the entire reason he did this is because he felt that the government of Honduras had been too favorable to United Fruit Company, and and he wanted better terms. He was also fearful that this plan that the State Department had been brokering to collect taxes that Honduras needed to pay back the UK for a huge loan that the UK had given them. He felt that having to pay those taxes would hurt his business, so he took it upon himself to overthrow the government personally of Honduras. So that dude is particularly odious. But it gets worse. He would actually later go on to become the president of United Fruit Company through a hostile takeover. So,
Whoa.
yeah. So,
The whole company?
yeah, he was
Wow.
a competitor, and then he took over as a shareholder, took over the company, and installed himself as president in like the 30s. And so then, kind of, he got the UFC back on track
Was
and brought.
he Honduran?
No, he was
No, no. So
he was
same.
yeah, he was a immigrant from Russia who had landed in like New Orleans. I mean, pulled himself up from literally nothing. He had no money, but then just became this rapacious
Yeah.
predator on Central America. So
So he kind of like learned from United Fruit Company and was like, I can do this with even less scruples.
yeah, I think there was
And
a whole bunch of adventuring that was happening in that area. Like
yeah,
it felt like this was just a kind of like romantic way of doing business. That these places were not real places, and
right. And the
they were
people were
just
not real people.
yeah, playgrounds for you to kind of find
Yeah.
yourself. So yeah,
It's like Westworld.
very Westworld,
Oh,
very Westworld.
God.